Good morning, students. Can one of you tell what is a circuit? Yes, a closed and continuous path for the current to flow is called a circuit. We connect various components by connecting wires in a suitable manner such that current can flow in a circuit. Now, what do we understand by a circuit diagram? It is a diagrammatic representation of various components used in an electric circuit. Is it possible to draw the actual sketches of the components used? Definitely not. So we have some symbols which are used for various electrical components which are easy to draw. Today we are going to learn the symbols of various electrical components and also the purpose of using them in a circuit. The symbol that you see here is that of a cell and a battery. It is represented by a long line and a short line. Long line represents the positive terminal, where the short line represents the negative terminal of a cell. The second symbol is for a battery. It is a combination of cells which are connected end to end. The main function of a cell or a battery in a circuit is to maintain potential difference so as to enable the current to flow continuously in a circuit. Now, if you see this image, can you tell what for we use it? This image is of a plug key. The plug key is used either to make or break the circuit. That is, when you want the circuit to be closed or when you want the circuit to be open. When you insert the plug key, the circuit will be closed, and when you remove it, the circuit will be open. So once again, let's know what is the main function of a plug key. It will act as a conducting link and helps either to make a circuit or break a circuit. Now, let us see the symbols of a closed plug key and an open plug key. The first symbol that you see is for open plug key, where you cannot find the thick dot in between them, in between the brackets. For a closed plug key, where the key is inserted, you can see a thick dot in between the brackets which are observed. So these symbols are used for an open plug key and a closed plug key. Now, you can see three symbols here. The first one is of a wire joint. When you're making a circuit, you use connecting wires. In case you take two connecting wires and join them, you're trying to bind them together, then the wire joint is represented as the way shown in the slide. The second symbol is for wires crossing without joint. What do we mean by this? When you're making a circuit, the wires may not be actually connected, but they may overlap over one another. Then we show the wire crossing without joint. They just overlap. Then we show it in the way visible. in the slide, the way it is shown in the slide. The next symbol is for an electric bulb. All of you already know it because you have learned the symbol of an electric bulb even in your small classes. Now, what is this symbol used for? This is used for a resistor. Now, what exactly is a resistor? It is a component used in a circuit which opposes the flow of current, which does not allow the current to flow freely through it to a certain extent. Every conductor has a specific value of resistance. Now, this resistor is represented by a zigzag line as shown in the symbol. Once again, let us repeat the main function of a resistor. It resists, or you can say it limits or opposes the flow of current in a circuit. Now, this particular component known as rheostat or variable resistance is used for regulating the current. To regulate the current means you are trying to control the flow of current in a circuit without making any change in the voltage. You can see the letters A and C in the image. So you connect the rheostat between the 2 points A and C. You can also observe a slider on top. So if you want to increase resistance, that means the current flow will be less. Then we move the slider to the right. If you move to the left, the resistance will be less and the current flow will be more. So the rheostat or the variable resistance, the main function is it controls the flow of current in a circuit without changing the voltage source. How do we show it in a circuit? You can see two symbols here. You can use either of them to show a rheostat in a circuit. You can see in this slide the image of that component which you have already learnt. Can you name it or can you identify? Yes, it is an ammeter. We measure current with the help of it. How do we connect it? It is connected in series. Always the positive of the ammeter is connected to the positive of the cell or the battery. A small circle with letter A inside it is taken as its symbol. So an ammeter is used for measuring current and is connected in a circuit in series. Now, this slide shows you a voltmeter which is used for measuring the potential difference. We have already learned that potential difference is measured by using voltmeter. Do you remember how we connect it? Yes, it is connected always in parallel. That is, the positive of the voltmeter will be connected to the positive of the cell and the negative of the voltmeter will be connected to the negative of the cell. It measures the potential difference and is connected in parallel. The symbol for the voltmeter will be a small circle with the letter V in it. Now you can see a tabular form with the various components that we have learned now and their symbols. You can quickly recall them once. The first one is an electric cell, and the second is of that of a battery. Then we have an open plug key and a closed plug key, a wire joint, wires crossing without joint, a bulb, a resistor that opposes the limit flow of current, or it limits the flow of current. Then the rheostat, which regulates the current in a circuit without changing the voltage source. And the last two symbols of an ammeter and voltmeter, which are used for measuring current and potential difference. I think all of you have understood the different symbols that we use in electrical circuits. We will continue our next topic in the next module. So for today, we will stop here. Try to practice the symbols by putting them in a notebook.